News tonight. Hillary Clinton and her partner in crime, Barack Obama, they have hit a shameful and absolutely despicable new low in American politics. This is a story the rest of the media, as Megan was saying, will not tell you about, but we will tonight. For now, the second day in a row, the president of the United States, while campaigning for Hillary Rodham Clinton, accused Donald Trump of something that is outright false without any evidence that he supports the KKK. This is the president of the United States.
If you accept the support of Klan sympathizers, if you don't denounce them right away because you're kind of not sure, well, that's what you're going to do when you're in office.
All right, that's the president of the United States going as deep in the gutter as anybody can get, playing racial politics. Why? To scare African-American voters into voting for a candidate and a party that has a long history of rampant racism. Like when Vice President Joe Biden, you may remember this.
Romney wants to he said in the first 100 days, he's going to let the big banks once again write their own rules. Unchain Wall Street. They're going to put you all back in chains.
Every 4 years, these Democrats relentlessly are pandering to minority voters. Here's Hillary Clinton using a phony Southern accent. She changes her tone, her pitch, her cadence, her entire speaking approach while speaking to African Americans. Watch this.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy.
Remember when she called young black men super predators? Take a look.
They are not just gangs of kids anymore. They are often the kinds of kids that are called super predators. No conscience, no empathy. We can talk about why they ended up that way, but first we have to bring them to heel.
Now, all of these examples are clearly shocking, but they're not surprising. And the reason why are the Democrats trying to play the race card against Donald Trump? Is it because Hillary Clinton has nothing to run on? Stop for 1 second. Hillary Clinton has been in public service 40 years of her life. Can you think of 3 specific accomplishments that have improved the lives of the American people? Because I can't. She is the single most corrupt, the single most dishonest candidate, the single most self-aggrandizing and enriching candidate to ever seek the presidency. Now think about this. If she wins on Tuesday, Clinton could be indicted while in office. She will spend all of her time certainly fighting off any type of indictment or criminal charges against her. Well, that will create in this country a massive constitutional crisis. Now, we also have new polling that suggests Americans think this will happen. According to our latest Fox News poll, 47% of likely voters say it is very or somewhat likely that the FBI review of Clinton's emails will lead to criminal charges. And a brand new McClatchy poll just out tonight shows a total of 83% of likely voters believe that Clinton has done something wrong. I'll interpret illegal. We also now are learning that the FBI has opened investigations into Clinton's private email server and into the Clinton Foundation. Now, this is the private server that FBI agents say there is a 99% chance, because of her recklessness, her unwillingness to obey the law, a 99% chance that up to 5 foreign intelligence agencies hacked into and stole her emails. Now, that's the private server that contained classified, top secret, and even the highest classification special access program information on that server. Remember, it was a mom and pop shop in a bathroom closet? This all despite Hillary Clinton saying repeatedly that it didn't. There are also the 33,000 emails that her team, remember, they didn't wipe it with a cloth, they used bleach bit. In other words, they acid washed it, so as Trey Gowdy said, God couldn't find it if he wanted to. And that was to permanently erase after Hillary was served with a congressional subpoena to preserve all those emails. And now, of course, thanks to WikiLeaks, we also know her own aides questioned if Hillary Clinton actually turned over all of the work-related emails. And right now, tonight, CBS News is reporting that the FBI has found new emails on Anthony Weiner's laptop, not duplicates. As for the Clinton Foundation, the FBI is investigating the Clintons' pay-to-play practices, and sources in the FBI are saying an avalanche of new evidence is coming in every day. Now, WikiLeaks exposed the Clintons' own aide that called it Bill Clinton, Inc. Remember, they were broke when they left the White House? How did they get $200+ million? This is a scheme directly tied to the foundation the former president used to line his pockets with all of that money. And remember, the AP reported that of all the people, individuals that saw Hillary when she was Secretary of State, well, 55% non-government people, they were people that donated to the Clinton Foundation or pledged to donate to the Clinton Foundation. Pretty outrageous any way you look at it. Anyway, not to mention the tens of thousands of millions of dollars, rather, the Clinton Foundation has accepted. Remember countries that treat women, gays, lesbians, Christians, and Jews horribly? Countries like Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, the UAE, Brunei, Qatar, Oman, Algeria. Did Hillary ever criticize these countries? Women are told how to dress. They can't drive in Saudi Arabia. They can't go to work or school without a man's permission. In Qatar, did you know that marital rape was legal? Marital beatings are legal of women? Did you know in Saudi Arabia, gays and lesbians are killed? Christians and Jews, you can't build a temple or a Christian church. They're persecuted. Anyway, joining us now from Ted's Montana Grill in Illinois, the author of now the bestseller Treason, former Speaker of the House, Fox News contributor Newt Gingrich. For 2 days in a row now, they're playing the race card and using the Klan. What does that tell you?
It tells you that they're desperate and they're terrified. You can always measure how much trouble they're in by the intensity of their attack and the degree of their desperation. And I think it's pretty clear now, as you just pointed out, you know, when you have 87% of the country that thinks you did something wrong, you got an uphill climb to get to be president. When you have over half the country that thinks you might have a criminal indictment, it gets pretty tough to get those last votes.